Hey, good morning everyone. 102 Mobile, Miami. One more time screwing around with my copper pipe antenna. I screwed up big time. I'll show you now. So, this is what I do for a living. Aquariums. Alright? Glass aquariums. So, yesterday I was working on my middle seat center console, or however you want to call it. This is gonna be sitting like that in the middle seat of my truck, and this is my RCI 2970N4 that I'm making water cooled. That's the radiator right there, and you know, it's nowhere near finished. Right here I'm gonna make a lid. Then I'm going to put a faceplate, and right here it's going to have another lid to open up, and right here I'm going to have all of my remote control switch and gauges, voltmeters, and everything. In the future I'm planning to put a bigger amplifier inside over here, and you know, it's going to take some time, but little by little. So, like I said, yesterday I hooked that up on my truck, and as I key up, I noticed that my SWR was skyrocketing. I didn't know what it was. So, man, oh man, oh man. RF current, it's something else that you won't believe until it happened to you. I was always able to turn on and off some lamps at my house, being on the parking lot, keying up my radio. But something like this never happened to me. Let me start from the beginning. Every antenna needs to have capacitance and resistance. And what I believe, and I'm also sure on the way that I built this, that it needs to happen right here. In order for capacitance and resistance to happen right here, this should have been smaller and being inside of this one, or this one should have been bigger and being outside of this one. But I didn't know, and I never done it like that. So this pipe ends right there, and this pipe ends right here. There's no capacitance or resistance going on in here. So then I needed to bring it down to bring it up to 50 ohms, and the only way for me to do that was adding a capacitor. This was one of my first capacitors that I made, but you know, it was too bulky. I didn't like it, so then I made this little capacitor. You know, as you can see, it's made purely with copper pipes and couplings and fittings, and this worked awesome. I was able to tune the antenna perfect. I mean, you saw it on the previous video. But like I said, I am no expert or engineer. I never should have used this type of wire, solid wire. But I was just trying and error and see what it worked and what not. And when it worked, I never touched it. And I should have perfected it and make it the right way. But instead, I run two wires. The black one is connected right here, and the white one is connected right there. And you know, the capacitor was right there mounted on underneath the top lid of my bed. Now it got so hot that it melted. Let me make it short right there. I mean, check this out, man. Only with 400 watts I mean, I'm saying only. I don't know if it's too little, too much. This is the bonding strap for the ground plane. This bonding strap is soldered into here. So, you know, that capacitor is beautiful, but doesn't work. So I'm going to try to modify that using this mountain brackets that I made, and I'm gonna make it a lot smaller. Right here I have another leftover piece. You know, it's a 1/2 inch pipe with couplings on it, and in between the couplings I put O-rings to slide it inside of the pipe. So let's see if I can make it work. I mean, I know I will. I'm gonna have to, but yeah, man, it's a bummer. I could have burned my radio. Good thing that I noticed. All right, man. I'll keep you posted, guys, and come on, share my channel, like my videos, subscribe. This is just fun. I started using YouTube as a storage for all of my videos and stuff and whatnot. And in the future, you know, later on, when I get this going, I'm gonna keep posting it. Oh, here, something else. The pump that I had used before, which is this one. Hold on. Oh man. This pump right here, it's beautiful pump. Very quiet, very powerful. It's out of prime, but it gets way too hot. Way too hot, and it was heating up my water. So it didn't work. So I got this little tiny pumps. They pump 2.5 gallons per hour, which is more than enough. So I'm gonna put dual pumps, one for each sections, and we'll see how it goes. All right, 73s.